Good morning and welcome to Art Adventures with Janine. And it's Sunday morning, and today I planned to show you how to fill rapidograph, depends on how you pronounce it. These are pens that architects use. You buy them in sets. And yes, I had a whole long little, short little lecture on how to fill these, and I will show you that. But I did want to remind myself, I guess this is why I had this experience, why traveling with fluid, this is why I haven't filled these pens up for 3-4 years. I have two of them. I have one with a thick nib and one with a very thin, fine nib. And I'll show you those in a second. But I just wanted to show you how things didn't go so well. The ink spilled everywhere. Well, actually just spilled in this one spot. But and I decided not to clean it up because it'll dry and it'll be my own little artistic statement there. This is a studio, so studios do get messed up. So what I wanted to show you was this is a thick nib, and this is part of a set that my brother had, and the line that you're going to get with this, here I have my sketch pad here, the line you're going to get with this, you can see how it took me a while to resuscitate this pen. It's been sitting dry for a while, but I like this pen, and I hesitated to fill it up because I've been traveling and I don't like to travel with liquids. And so the line I'm going to get is, you can see, can you? I don't know. That's just it. You got to see how I'm jiggling it like this. One wonders if it's worth it. Actually it is with these pens, but resuscitating them sometimes can be a challenge. They have a little... this comes off, this little plastic thing in the end, and you can open them up and clean them, and I don't know if you can hear, but I know that this pen is alive because I can hear the little, there's like a little cylinder inside that's snapping around. So, see, now I have my, and what I'm going to get when I use this, and I'll show you cross-hatching. I've just brought this to life. I've literally spent about 10 minutes trying to resuscitate it. Once I do that, I do get a really interesting line. And a lot of artists use this rapidograph. But you can see it doesn't always offer a steady line. First of all, this is an old nib. The nib is this point here. And then there's the mechanics of it, that you take out and clean and soak it in soapy water when the ink gets old and dry. And so, but these have been sitting empty for 4 years now, so it's taken a little while to get the ink flowing. But once I get the ink flowing, you can see you can have some fun with it. And I'll go over cross-hatching and the different styles of that artists use, the different words they use to describe these lines. But I wanted to show you, so this is this pen, and I will, yeah, I just wanted to let you know, and then this bit goes on the back, like so, and the color, see how it's got like a little red band around it, that's what architects, they'll have a whole set, and there'll be ones with yellow around the band, green, and that's how artists will know what size, or architects, because draftsmen use this. And this is where you're going to get something like this. It's hard to buy them individually these days. You usually have to buy a whole set, and they're not cheap, which is why I've held on to these pens for quite a while. There's the other one here that is a finer nib from a different set. And actually this is newer than the other one. And these pens can last, well, you got to take care of them with any tool if you want them to last a while. So wait, it doesn't want to open. Okay, so taking off the cap, and I don't know if you can see, but this nib is definitely much finer. And the line I should get is obviously going to be thinner than what I'm getting here. But this pen is saying no. And I can hear, when I bounce it around and try and shake it, I can hear the cylinder bouncing around a little bit. But I don't know if you can see, it's a little bent. This has not traveled well. And so I filled it up with ink, and you can see once again it's got a color band around it. That'll tell an architect when they're busy drawing, you know, plans for a house or a building. They don't want to take the time to have to look at the end, because the end will usually, this end here has a number on it, and the number here is 0 over 0.30. So this is a 0.3, whereas this other one is a 2. Okay, and so that's the difference in the nibs. This is much thicker nib, and it's going to flow easier. And the ink I use, Koh-i-Noor makes this, the manufacturer for this. So you can see how it's empty now, so it's going in the trash, that little container there. It's called the Rapidograph, and the Koh-i-Noor is the manufacturer. German company, and they actually make ink for these pens. I usually buy that, but I couldn't find that here in France, so I just bought this. And you have India ink and you have Chinese ink, and it's about the same. You want to get the ones that are for graphic instruments, because these are graphic instruments. So that's all I have to share with you today. You can see it's been a little bit of a disaster. But that's part of the art adventure. You're going to have some mistakes. Things aren't going to go as planned. But there you have it. This is Janine, wishing you a wonderful, wonderful